Hey guys, and welcome back to another video and another episode of 5 things that we learned after Manchester City's 2-0 victory last night over Brentford. It was a lovely little game of football. To be honest, it was the kind of game that you don't overall remember in the bigger picture of the season, but the kind of game in this moment right now, given the context, that was sort of important after, of course, the draw against Southampton. So I enjoyed it an awful lot last night. So today, I'm going to run through 5 things that I learned from that game. Quickly, while you're here, please do hit that like button. Let's try and get to 1,000 likes on this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. You do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button. And also, I want to talk to you about the wonderful people over at OneFootball. OneFootball is a fantastic app. Of course, it's where you can get all your Manchester City stats and information. The best thing about OneFootball is that you get a notification with any breaking news regarding your team. And the amount of times I've been sat there just minding my own business, be it on a bus or be it on the Louvre, or being honest, scrolling, and I've seen a bit of news about Man City. It's been really, really crucial. So get OneFootball right now by scanning that QR code next to my face. You can download it, of course, as well in the link in the description. Get all your Manchester City stats and news, and of course, all the news from across the world of football. It's a fantastic app, and it costs absolutely nothing. £0, 0 pence, $0, €0, 0 whatever your currency. Download it right now and help support my channel. It'd be massively appreciated. So let's look at 5 things that we learned from this game. I'm going to start initially with your main man, Mahrez. Your main man, Riyad. I'm going to start talking about Mahrez, mainly because right now I feel like he's finding a level of consistency and also importance and composure as some of our best players, really, in general recent history. Right now, Mahrez, even if he's not always affecting the game for every single moment, he seems to be finding like very big moments and just that assuredness to his game where he's absolutely, I mean, obviously he settled in a long time ago, but he's absolutely at the peak of his Manchester City powers right now, just for that goal threat and that understanding of his role in a team. There comes a moment in general in life when you get experience within your role where you start to feel comfortable and you start to be the most effective you can be. You may not always be the flashiest player in the team, though he runs it pretty close anyway, but you can be the most effective in your role, in your job, in your life, when you have that understanding of what your skills are and how you can do them. And Mahrez right now is quietly having a superb season, a genuinely superb season. I mean, I was looking at his stats. 16 goals and 6 assists in 1,700 minutes for Mahrez. That's a goal or assist every 79 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic. I mean, everyone pretty much rightly and fairly talks about how brilliant Salah's been this season. 23 goals, 9 assists, incredible numbers. But that's in 2,250 minutes. That works out around every 70 minutes, goal contribution, which is insane. Don't get me wrong. But Mahrez is only every 79 minutes. It shows just how good this guy is playing this season right now. The point is, we've got a guy who's, we're talking about potentially one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world. And Mahrez, he's in that conversation. He's doing really, really well. And what I love about Mahrez right now is when he steps up and takes a penalty, there's assuredness, almost a cockiness to it. I love that. I can't remember the last time we had a penalty taker who had that much self-belief that he was going to hit the back of the net. It's been a while. It's been a genuinely while, because even Aguero at one point had that, then lost it. And before that, of course, we had loads of great penalty takers. We had Mario, we had Yaya, Milner was a good penalty taker. But now, of course, we've got Riyad, and he is our main man up front getting the goals. I absolutely love it. He's like tracking an Aguero season goals wise. It's genuinely that impressive. The second thing I want to talk about is that KDB does look sharp, man. He really does look sharp, in particular in the second half. I actually think, and I'm going to be balanced here, I actually think in the first half, he wasn't at his most creative best, and there was still a few loose passes here and there. But I'm on about his overall fitness and his ability to contribute towards the team. This feels like, to me, the fittest that we've seen KDB in an awful long time. Like watching him burst forward and watching him track back with that intensity, it's really, really exciting to see that he's not blowing out his arse after 60 minutes. He used to look absolutely knackered, and you could tell that all the injuries he'd had are taking a real physical toll on him. But right now, he trusts his body. In the second half in particular, I thought he was a talisman in a very different kind of way. Not in the KDB way, creating and scoring loads of goals. Then, of course, he did score a goal, and that's now 7 goals and assists, by the way, in his last 7 games. So statistically, KDB is starting to find himself in the right areas, though he's more of a goal scorer this season, interestingly. But either way, in the second half, the thing that most impressed me was just his commitment and his desire. The amount of times we saw him tracking back and essentially marking down runners, a particular couple very big moments over the right back slot and the left back slot where they were breaking forward Brentford. It was lovely stuff. KDB is a fantastic player, and he seems to be coming into his fittest he's been for a while at the right time of the season. The third thing I want to talk about is right back Stones, man. Johnny Stones at right back, and it's absolute testament to John Stones, his development as a footballer and as a player and as a man and a human in general. His maturity these days means he can pretty much slot in anywhere, and I kind of trust him to do a job. Genuinely, if you told me he was going to play in midfield, I wouldn't be bothered. Left back, I wouldn't be bothered. Of course, right back, not asked. I mean, up front, it'd be interesting. I'd like to see it, but I'd be kind of relaxed and think it'd be okay. You know, I'm sure there'd be a reason, and I'd be relaxed about it because I overall just trust his ability as a footballer. And yesterday, he did more than a passing impression of Kyle Walker. I don't know why Kyle Walker wasn't involved, but what I do know is that Stones on the right, okay, obviously he doesn't have the recovery pace of Kyle Walker, but he has an intelligence to his game these days and a maturity that he knows exactly what he needs to do, and he slotted in just absolutely perfectly. He really, really did. More than an able right back backup these days. And I do wonder if he is the right back option now if Kyle Walker's not there, you know? Because Cancelo, who's got into it a little bit, feels more and more and more like a left back every single day because that's where he plays his best football. So is it Zinchenko, Cancelo? On the other side, is it Kyle Walker? And if we need him, is it John Stones? That's a very, very interesting potential angle there, but it's one that could simply be true. It could be that our backup right back these days, if it's not Cancelo, is just John Stones. Do you know what? I'm pretty relaxed with it. It suits Manchester City's style and the way we play, and he's a very good footballer, Stones, though he should be playing in the middle a little bit more, of course. The fourth thing I want to talk about was how effective Raz was last night. Sterling last night, like he was... The best thing about Sterling is that he's just relatively unique to our team. He's kind of like chaotic energy and a little bit of... He's a little bit erratic at times, and he's often erratic, what am I on about? And you never know you're going to get a moment of sublime brilliance or just comical poorness. But the one thing I will say about Raz is that he's effective. He really is. He does. He makes things happen, and he pretty much made both of the goals happen last night too. Of course... essentially an assist for the first goal. It's weird that you don't get an assist for winning a penalty, by the way. I've always found that a bit odd. That should be an assist in my opinion. Like, it really should be. But either way, Sterling, a really intelligent run, drew the foul, and of course then we won a penalty which Mahrez put away. That's what Sterling does at his very best. He does it better than anyone else in the Premier League, literally. More penalties won than anyone else. Sterling is such a threat for making those little moments where you can run at people and draw the foul and create space, and he creates havoc because he's just... all limbs and chaos, basically. And even then, what I really liked about his second goal was he genuinely gave the keeper the eyes. He convinced the keeper that he could make the pass to the midfielder by shifting his body one way and then intercepting it. He did that on purpose. You can genuinely tell if you watch the replays. It was really intelligent football from Raheem to make the keeper feel confident to make that pass. Then, of course, he messed up that pass. Of course, Sterling probably should have scored as well, but it was his general movement and intelligence that led to that chance, which KDB then put away in the bottom corner. Lovely stuff from Raz. And overall, he's starting to find his form again. He's not abysmal. He's not tripping over his own feet every single 2 minutes at the moment. Sterling right now, he's effective. He's scoring goals. He's creating goals. He's just causing people problems. And it's good to have an effective, informed Sterling back in the squad. And then finally, I want to talk about Cancelo culture, man. It's the title of the video last night. Don't forget, you can get a Cancelo culture t-shirt if you want to. Got to get the plugin. In the link in the description below. Of course, as always, there'll be a card on screen. But Cancelo last night, the best thing I can say about Cancelo is that Cruyff would have loved him. And what I mean by that is Cancelo is just an absolute perfect footballer. His vision, his awareness, his understanding, his absolute mastery of the technical side of football. He's reminding me more and more and more of Dani Alves. He really is, in terms of just the aura and the elegance to his game. He really does have an aura now where he looks like he just knows he's better than everyone else. And I kind of love watching Cancelo play football because you get the sense that this guy knows just how good he is these days. He just knows how effective he is. And he is that good and he is that brilliant. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's left foot or his right foot, if he plays on the left or he plays on the right, the way he just drives forward, the way he skips past people, that little run he did where he beat 3 people, if that had ended up in a goal, we're talking about potentially the goal of the season territory here. Unbelievably incredibly good footwork from Cancelo. And of course as well, then it's not just that, it's his weight of pass, it's his creativity, it's his intelligence. Of course as well, he's pretty fine defensively, he's more than good enough. He is such an intelligent player and he's so unique as well. That's the best thing about Cancelo, is I never really knew an inverted, attacking, creative, ambidextrous footballer like that was possible. I didn't know it. I didn't know a right-footed left-back could be so absolutely effective. But that's what we've got these days. He's redefined what I expected from that position, which is such a Guardiola thing to do, by the way, to create a player that he knows could be that brilliant and turn him into something else entirely even better. But that is what Guardiola does. And Cancelo, to his credit, absolutely has worked on his game. He has a mastery right now of his performances, which weirdly, I think he's only done it better, which is absolutely terrifying for everyone else, but absolutely wonderful for Manchester City. I love it right now. Watching people like him express themselves on the pitch is an absolute pleasure. We are 12 points clear. I think Liverpool play Leicester tonight. Am I right there? I don't know. Either way, Liverpool play tonight. Hopefully Leicester can do us a favour there. Hopefully Brendan Rodgers gets something over him. I'm not expecting it. I'm really not. Let's have a look. It's at Anfield tonight at 7:45. Yeah, I'm not expecting it at all, but fingers crossed a little bit of luck there and Manchester City extend their lead at the top of the table. It'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? Guys, thanks for watching this video. Me and Nick are off to Copenhagen for the day. Honestly, we're coming back tomorrow night, so we're going there, getting there, so looking forward to that. So I'm going to get this video done and get off and get to Manchester Airport for our 1:40 p.m. flight. I cannot wait. A little getaway for us for just a day and a half, but I can't wait. If you have any tips, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. Big love to my Patreon producer, Scott Denemy. Don't forget to download OneFootball. Like, comment, subscribe, watch the match reaction from last night. Anything else to say? Have a wonderful day. In a bit.